last 2 weeks. Obviously new quarterback for you guys this season. Just what have you seen back-to-back games from Sam putting up 40 points in the offense?
I think he's off to a really good start. 2 games, over 500 yards passing, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions. You can't really argue with that. And he had some experience last year. He came in some big spots and some big games and played well. So we fully expected him to hit the ground running, and he certainly has. And credit to the offensive line and everyone around him who's making the plays. And but we put a lot of pressure on our quarterback in this particular offensive scheme, and we're really happy with what Sam has done so far.
On the opposing side, the defense has given up 13 and 12 points these last 2 weeks. Just what have you seen out of that group in general?
Well, I think we have a toughness about us, and leading the charge over there is first team All-State Logan Montoya. He's a great leader on defense, and he's kind of the heartbeat of what we're doing over there. But I like the way we're tackling. I like the way we're in the right spots. Coach Pitts and his defensive staff do a great job getting the guys prepared each and every week, and it's just a matter of going out there and executing the game plan. They've done that very well too.
You've had these 2 home games. Just what challenges do you think it might be as you guys get on the road for week 3?
Well, we've historically played really well on the road. We've actually played probably our best games on the road. So, I don't think it's much of a difference. I think there's some positives to being on the road. The trip and all that stuff. You have that opportunity to kind of shut out all the outside noise and just kind of focus on your job and the game that lie ahead. And our boys are pretty good at doing that. So we have obviously battle on Friday night, but like you said, 3 consecutive road games: Battle, Cardinal Ritter, Rockbridge, and this is kind of the meat of our schedule, and we're going to have to play very well.
Yeah, just after you have these 2 big wins to start the season, what do you kind of instill in the guys as far as mindset week to week to, not get too far ahead?
Well, I know it's an old coaching cliche, but there's a lot of truth to what they say. Just be 1-0, win the week. Don't get caught looking down the road. Those games will be here soon enough, and just stay laser focused on what we have, the task at hand. And, from the time we give them the scouting report on Monday afternoon to the time we kick off on Friday, as coaches, we don't talk about opponents down the road. Our focus is in the here and now and what we have to do for this week to be ready, both offensively, defensively, special teams. And so I think as a program, we do a really good job staying focused each week. And, we need to continue to do that.
A lot of good things to take away from the first 2 weeks, but just as a whole, what are you looking to improve on as you get to, like you mentioned, the heart of your schedule here?
Well, I mean, penalties. We had 12 penalties the first week. We had 6 penalties last week. We can live with 6 penalties. 12 was way too many. We did clean up some of the jumping off sides and some of the little things. We just continue to play clean in that area. I'm happy with our turnovers. We haven't had that many turnovers, just 1 in 2 games. So anytime you can do that, you're doing some good things. And just assignment football. We're really young up front. We have a lot of sophomores and juniors starting on the offensive and defensive line. Only have 1 senior really. So all the other guys are young and untested. So yeah, they're going to make mistakes and assignment mistakes, alignment mistakes. We're just trying to get better there, and play at a higher level.
Looking at this Friday's opponent in Battle, they obviously had a hard-fought game last Friday with Capital City. Matt Herman coming in, just starting a new era of Battle football. Just what do you think of him and the program that he's trying to build up?
Well, we're familiar with him, from his days at Battle. Back the last time we played him, I think he was OC back in 2020. We know he's a very good coach, and he's going to get that program rolling. And I've already been impressed with just the improvement that you see from the Jamboree to week 1 to week 2. They're just playing better football, more fundamentally sound. I'm sure he's going to do an outstanding job there. And, we certainly know we're going to have to play well to come out of there with a victory. Respect him, respect their program and where they're playing right now. Certainly, I think points to some really solid coaching.